Hi guys, Amy here. So I recently got into Kamen Rider Ryuki. I don't know why. And as you know, I like all the wacky side material guys. So today I want to show you the characters like Kamen Rider Papilion, Cerberus, and who is this guy? Yeah, as I was clicking through my favorite vaguely mismanaged sourcebook, Kamen Rider Wiki, I found these few guys from the Kamen Rider Ryuki stage shows. Stage shows are a traditional part of Japanese entertainment industry, with some of its older types reaching way into the country's past. Having its root in No, a ritual-like stage performance focusing on slow movements, minimal scenery, over time it evolves into kabuki in the earlier 17th century, turning from a serious performance for the elite into a more commoner-friendly version, now having more complex dramas and spectacle, often filled with dance, bold costumes, exaggerated acting, quick movements, and some simple special effects like trapdoors, ramps, and revolving stages. Kabuki theater is the source of many classic anime and tokusatsu tropes. Heroes striking bombastic poses, stage scene-like positioning, roll calls before fights, exaggerated costumes that use masks. All of our beloved shows have traditional Japanese theater DNA. One of the first tokusatsu superheroes, the Golden Bat, was even a toy adaptation of a character from a paper doll theater. And Ultraman's pilot episode was a stage show, so it's probably easy for you to understand how over the years it all circled back to Toku heroes getting their own stage shows, from little events in galleries or malls to big pre-planned, written and directed new extra stories. And sometimes to promote these stage shows, they were advertised as either having crossover stories between current and past riders, or as containing brand new characters never before seen on screen. For example, Showa gave us these two goobers, an evil copy of Black RX with a pink scarf, and an evil copy of Jay and Zeto called Neonoid Joe. I'm sure they had some really awesome stories, but you need to understand, stage shows were live events. Unless some Japanese guy slightly broke the law and started recording it, we only have these blurry as fuck photos. Kamen Rider Ryuki is the Kamen Rider series that ran from February 3rd, 2002 to January 19th, 2003, its main gimmick being a massive battle royale between Kamen Riders. Each warrior contracts a creature named Mirror Monster. Mirror monsters grant Kamen Riders special powers and equipment for combat, while riders are tasked with feeding them, either by defeating other mirror monsters or Kamen Riders. But the classic series started a bunch of tropes that became standard for this franchise, was the best-selling toyline of the first phase of Heisei, and also apparently it changed the whole idea of Japanese TV. But we are not here to talk about Ryuki, we are here to talk about his stage show exclusive riders. First we have this guy, Mirror Fortune Teller. Wiki doesn't even give him a rider name, and with the quality of these pictures, I can't even tell any details. He is yellow, that's a color we don't see a lot in Ryuki. His sword is kinda cool. Wiki mentions it looks like the sword slasher from Hurricane Dress. I'm sorry, but as I mentioned earlier, live events are most of the time lost media. I don't want to make this another TF Nation made me cry, but stuff like this always makes me kinda paranoid about current media I enjoy. You never knew when stuff you enjoy just gets lost, so a picture like this is better than no pictures. Next up we have Kamen Rider Cerberus. He's pink, looks like a slightly skinnier wild boar. According to my sources, aka this ancient WordPress blog where everything is written in Portuguese, called Analista de Heros El Tigris, Cerberus appeared as a villain in a stage show called Kamen Rider Character Show, where it appeared alongside Kamen Rider Papilion. Oh, sorry, wrong photo, this one is for later. Papilion is a white and bronze striped heroine with a metallic mohawk. Not gonna lie, massive respect for the stage show crew for giving us a female rider, since those hack at Toy did that only for the movies. But I have zero clue what was the plot of the stage show, since we only have this photo where Cerberus is choking Ryuki as Papilion is slaying Kant. With how stage shows are structured, there's a 50-50 chance both of them had elaborate backstories and plotlines, or were random kid bash suits that just ran around the scene to harass the stage show goers. El Tigris suggests that Papilion appeared to save Ryuki from Cerberus, but unless we get a leak of a script, memo from someone that worked on the stage show, or an in-person account from probably a Japanese 30-year-old, we don't know. Next up we have Jackie. Yeah, not Kamen Rider Jackie, it's just Jackie. Wiki says she's an incomplete rider who teamed up with Oja to get a body to become a complete rider. Sounds like a cool concept. Being incomplete would explain why she is more of a armored heroine than a full Kamen Rider. Based on the helmet, her final form would probably look similar to Knight, but in my opinion I find this suit pretty cool. It reminds me of Tackle from Stronger, and again, massive respect for giving us a woman. I wish I could find a full suit photo, or even just a better picture, but when I try to Google it, I just see some other super heroines. If any of these comes from a porno, don't comment please. Next up we have a butterfly themed Zebra School Lady? Wait. This is Kamen Rider Zebra School Lady, while this is Kamen Rider Papilion. Papilion, as we remember from my old Transformers video, means butterfly. So why does a white, striped, mohawk horse rider is named Butterfly, while a pink and purple round-shaped rider with an insect on her belt is contracted with a zebra skull? I'm not even the first person to doubt that, since if you look at the edit history in the wiki, other people also were confused. Even a Reddit post that inspired this video has people wondering how it all works. All of these articles were created in early 2020s, before AI could make it up, and we have a picture of a pink rider with Ryuki fighting a zebra skull. So my theory is that during production of the stage show, they fucked up. Either due to suits not being ready or something messing up in the postal office, pink suit that was designed to be the Kamen Rider Papilion stage show got shipped off to the Zebra School Lady show, while the white and black zebra suit got shipped off to Papilion stage show. But that's just my theory. Until someone that worked there confirms or denies it, nothing is sure. Okay, so after Mightly Insane Rumble, let's move on to the next character. Kamen Rider Cerberus? Who the fuck are you? Yeah, somehow there is two Kamen Rider Cerberus, and I didn't even knew that, since if you look at Kamen Rider Wiki, in the table for the stage show exclusive riders, the link for Cerberus leads you into the skinny boar dude, but if you look at the stage show rider category, you see two Cerberuses. So we go back to the Reddit post. People point out that pink Cerberus, if I can call them that, doesn't seem to have a V-buckle. I think. And he isn't a rider, but just a stage show suit of Mac Borer, since often they need to be much skinnier and less padded to store, transport and wear them without help of special effects. And I think I agree with this theory. No V-buckle, no connector points on the armor, no vent-like helmet, 3 strikes, you're out. Okay, so let's move on to the researcher Cerberus, if we can call him that, and he does have some recorded lore about him. Appearing in the Cerberus stage show, this unnamed researcher was one of the associates of Shiro Kanzaki. He wanted Shiro to turn him into his rider OC, but Kanzaki didn't want to play with his flash-generated bullshit, so Mr. Researcher decided to turn himself into a rider. He did that by contracting 3 mirror monsters, Megazell, Wage Scale Caterpillar, and Cerberus? Are we sure this is a Cerberus? It looks more like a Yusha robot wearing a skinned wet rat. Wiki says one of these guys is a reused costume from a Kamen Rider parody named Kamen Manmar, and I can't find what it even is, cause whenever I google it, I just see some Indonesian songs. In the stage show, Cerberus tries to suck up to Oja by giving him a special advent card that doubles his power, with the cost of causing him immense pain. Oja, being Oja, didn't become his teammate, but he helped him when Cerberus fought with Ryuki and Knight. Later, Zolda joins, siding with Ryuki and Knight. They both defeat Cerberus, and the transformed Mr. Science Man gives Ryuki the same type of power doubling card to finish off Oja. Okay, so let's finish off this video with Agito. Yes, as I mentioned earlier, stage shows are also a great source for Kamen Rider crossovers. Since the characters don't speak, you don't need to pay the actors again, and with the smaller scope and budget you don't need to hold all the alternative forms. And sometimes the wacky plotlines that don't need to 100% adhere to canon allow the writers to bring something new, like this is our evil Agito, which is funny since this isn't the first time Ryuki fought with an evil Agito, because that's literally the plot of the Ryuki Hyper Battle DVD. Would you watch a video of me reviewing every Hyper Battle DVD? Comment. Going back to the main part of the video. Kamen Rider Super Life Ryuki Agito Great Crush was a massive stage show held in many different venues from August 14, 2003 till September 15, 2003. So around episodes 28-29 of Vice. It featured Ryuki, Knight, Zolda, Agito, Kuga, Black RX, Stronger, Amazon, Be Free, Nigo, Ichigo, Oja, and the earlier mentioned evil Agito. In the plot, a mysterious organization aimed to revive the destruction god Medius. To do that, they capture Kamen Rider Agito, using the power of a girl named Mira. She uses a special mirror that switches our real Agito with an evil copy of him, made from his aggressive competitiveness. Gaining a physical form, evil Agito gets sent to help Ryuki, Knight, and Zolda fight monsters. After gaining their trust, Agito asks the Advent Riders for help, since he recently fought with monsters that call themselves Riders. The monsters turn out to be Kuga, Amazon, Stronger, and Black RX. Due to evil Agito's trick, both sides start to fight. Legendary Riders try to explain to Ryuki and his companions that they have around 30 episodes worth of story each to provide that they aren't bad guys, but evil Agito splits himself into copies of all Agito's forms, assaulting the Riders. Our heroes can't defeat the Agito Sentai, only Ryuki managed to escape with help of Ichigo and Be Free, while Kuga, Amazon, Stronger, and Nigo get captured and crucified. Mira again uses her powers to transfer the captured Rider powers into evil Agito, upgrading him into Shadow Agito. Not gonna lie, this is a pretty cool suit. It's just a slightly retooled Agito with bits and pieces of gills, but I love the full golden colors, constantly opened up horn, and thick mascara on his eyes. Mira can no longer control Shadow Agito, making him go on a rampage, but as soon as all hope is lost, Ryuki appears with Agito. Thanks to Ryuki's ability to travel to the mirror world, he managed to save Agito. Now Ryuki, Agito, Ichigo, and V3 managed to separate the absorbed riders from Shadow Agito, finally defeating him. Oh, also, here I'm putting those unnamed monsters. They are for sure guys. Not gonna lie, now as I'm reading the wiki page for all the unnamed kaijin, it's fine to play a reused suit Guess Who. Like, it's nice to see that Momotaro's found a job after Deno ended. It's really interesting and funny to read the stories of all these stage show guys, because to explain the reusing suit and crossover stuff, you get bullshit like a dopant that stole the DN driver and contracted I Imagine. These wacky plots and scenarios as one of the reasons I love Toku stage shows. And this video is just a start. The wiki has a bunch of other stage show exclusive riders, villains, forms. There's also of course Sentai and Ultraman. Don't even get me started with Ultraman. Due to the international success of this franchise, this silver giant drives around Asia almost every month, fighting brand new kaiju, aliens, or insane evil copies of himself and his teammates. But the main idea I want you to take from this video is that you should go check some of your older photos or cassette tapes. Even if you don't find some brand new lost media, maybe you'll just find some great memories. I think that's important, especially these days where there is so much AI generated bullshit. Thank you for watching, like, subscribe, check out my videos, bump me on YouTube social credit, and bye!